Hello? That sucks that I crashed. It is what it is. Oh, that's my own voice. I don't know. I don't know why I crashed. I don't know. You can hear by my voice that I'm not happy about it, right? It knocks the wind out of me when I crash. I hate it. Literally, like, it's the worst thing ever. We're gonna try one more time. The game is up for 15 minutes and my PC was on for like half an hour. I don't really know what happened, but I guess get back into it, right? Just forget about it. Alright, we're all the way back here to the injured thing, the explanation about injury. Oh, it knocks the wind right out of me though. It really does. I don't know why I get like so paranoid. I think it is just like my general anxiety, and also like because I don't want anything to go wrong with this PC. I think it's still a software issue. But it hasn't happened in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I haven't crashed for that long, and then I just start crashing. Have I ever thought about changing my name to Depp Rizzo to get in with the Gen Alpha crowd? No. Why would... You can throw the enemy at its children. I'm thinking that's its children. Maybe they're a different species. Man, I don't know why this game crashed. It's running at 180 frames in a window, and I think it's running at 180. Let me check one thing real quick. VSync is on. I don't know what it's running at because I don't have my overlay enabled, but I could tell you it's not using any of my graphics card. It's using like 17%. And some of that's probably OBS. Alright, savagery meter goes up. Use special attacks. Dude, why do I get this upset when my PC crashes? It's like I think that nothing should go wrong because I paid so much fucking money, and I get mad, and then like I'm worried in case I can't fix it myself and I have to take it to a PC shop. I mean, I've been trying to diagnose my own PC issues since the start with this PC, but I have had a lot. Most of it's been Windows and Nvidia's drivers. Oh yeah, when you said about ray tracing being enabled or path tracing, I don't know if anybody could force this game to use DLSS, but it is Unreal Engine 4. And if they could, we can now do 6x frame gen. I genuinely have no idea if it's like the components and it's my bad luck because of that, or if it's like bad luck because of like the patches and updates and shit. I don't think it was the game this time, but I do think it is a hardware issue in terms of like it's the software causing the graphics card to fuck up. What happens is all my fans start spinning really fast, my screen goes black, and then I guess I haven't checked the error report thing, but when I check the error report in Windows... Oh, we're going the wrong way. When I check the error report in Windows, it normally tells me that it's a NVIDIA GPU crash, and it'll say like error 211 or error 141 or whatever. Like last time it was telling me specifically that it was Nikkei crashing, and then specifically that it was I don't know if it was saying Arc Raiders. I don't think it told me for Arc Raiders. I think it just said GPU for Arc Raiders. It didn't say the game. Let's have a look in the other door. What's DDU again? The uninstall graphics drivers thing? I mean, I did that. And I went back to the ones I was on originally. And I've been fine for 3 weeks. I haven't updated anything since then. I don't think Windows is set to update until the middle of April. I think I like set it not to. There's a chance that it did and I just didn't notice, but I don't want to uninstall my drivers again, but I might do it. Like, I have all the drivers on my desktop. I have 591.86 and I have 595.71 on my desktop, and I think I'm running 591.86 right now. The reason I can tell you that is because this game's running in a window, because it doesn't run 1440p. Yeah, I did it three or 4 weeks ago, and it helped. It didn't happen for 3 or 4 weeks after happening previously every day. Every day it happened, right? For a couple of days. I really don't think it was the game, though. Like, even though the crash log will probably show this game because it was running, I don't think it was the game. I mean, if it was this game, that's not a big deal, right? Then all I would need to do is just not play this game, and that's not very hard to do. As unfortunate as it is that I don't get to experience this Unreal 4. I think this is Unreal 4, right? It's Unreal, but I don't know if it's 3 or 4, or it's definitely not 5. It's strange that this game doesn't support 1440p despite being in Unreal Engine as well. Like, that's a strange one to me. That's a healing flower up there, right? I don't need that. I did want to try and get all the achievements in this game for the memes. Along your way, you'll find other types of obstacles you can destroy by pressing right bumper button 3 times on the ground or once in the air. Ah. Man, it fucking sucks. It scares me actually a little bit. Like when the fans start spinning and the screens go black, it actually like gives me some fucking fight or flight. I think as well it could be something to do with G-Sync. That was one of my things that I thought it could be. I missed that tutorial and I don't know what it said. I was talking. Can it tell me what it said? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I missed what it said in the tutorial. Uh-oh. Shit. Well. Yeah, I totally missed what it said. Fuck. What do I do? What do I do? I missed it. Do I have like a power jump? Or something? Did it give me something like that? I obviously have to go up here, right? Like, I keep looking at the map. I have to go up here. This is the only way. There's no other way to go back. Use the roar skill to know where to go. Hold on, hold on. How do I use the roar skill? Controls. Roar. Left and right trigger. What? I don't think that helped. Yeah, I'm stuck. Yeah, I do think though that it was something, the crashes I was getting were related to, they were related to the frame rates not being equal on 2 different apps running at the same time. Which is so bullshit, but it's what it was. And it was what other people were talking about, right? They were all saying the same thing. I don't know what to do here. I didn't read the fucking pop-up. I keep doing the same jump as if I'm gonna make it one time, but then I know it's not that. Oh, it's the dash! I think I have to shoulder dash in the air, right? No? That's a slam. No. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Maybe here? You can't shoulder dash in the air. Fuck. What are my other buttons? Do I have any other buttons? A lower cap as in, what do you mean? A lower frame rate? I don't know what you mean. Because the problem... No. Well, the problem is that if you're running a web browser, right? So the web browser is 30 frames per second. And if you're running a video in the web browser, it's 60. Windows is 30, right? So having anything open that isn't 60 would cause it to crash. I would have to force everything to 60. And even then it could still crash because something's 30, if it's that. I don't think that's going to help. Or you mean a frame rate like for 3D rendering in the game? I don't think that would help. I think that's like such an edge case that I don't think it would help. I don't think that's... Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you were to set the frame rate, right, the target FPS... Yeah, my OBS is updated. But what I'm saying is, like, the problem, the crash that I was getting before, and I think it might be the same one again, because it looks the same, was because two apps were running with mismatched FPS, right? That's... I need to restart this level. Can I just quit to the main menu and restart? So, everything would need to be the exact same FPS. I don't know if you can force the Windows desktop to be at a higher frame rate or whatever. I don't know if that's even possible. Like, it would be so difficult to get everything to run at the same frame rate, though, right? Because you need your 2D rendering and 3D rendering to all be limited to a certain frame rate. And you would need to pick a low one, like 60. Because some things just can't run at a higher rate than 60, right? Like, some things just can't do that. I don't know if it's something I'd even want to try. I'd want to try other ways to fix it first, maybe. Am I going the right way? I am. I'm all the way back here, though. Fucking hell. Wait, did I start a new game? Hold on, hold on. I think I started a new game. Wait, well, what the fuck? This is my save from like a minute ago. Do I want this save? This is... Oh god, this is 14 minutes ago. Alright, this is the save I wanted. I think what I'll do is I'll check the crash report after the stream. Wow! That was very quiet. Should I make that louder? I'll make a note to make those louder. 105 months off MONKE indeed. That I just got comboed. Thank you, Sandy, for the 105 months. I promise I will play Armored Core. Probably on Sunday, but it looks like this game's been crashing. Alright, just for you, I'm gonna go into Streamlabs. And I'm gonna turn up the volume and I'm gonna repeat the event. Just for you. It seems to have kicked me out of Streamlabs. It was very quiet though, right? Let's up the volume. Alert box. Subscriptions. The volume should be 60%. So that should be enough. All right, hold on. Twitch. Where do I see my history? Back to dashboard. Recent events. All right, here we go. You ready?
105 months of MONKE.
That seems still quiet. That's better.
105 months of MONKE.
I think that that's a... Hold on. That's better, right?
105 months of MONKE.
What in the Nintendo Switch 1 graphics is this? I mean, it looks fine. It looks fine. Right? Alright, it looks a bit weird. Yeah, the text-to-speech is still quiet. I think that's maybe not the alert, though. I don't know which volume slider changes the volume of the text-to-speech. Does that make sense? Like, there should be 2 volume sliders. There's only 1. Ah, hold on. Maybe if I lower this... I'll lower this, and I'll up this. And we'll go with this. Let's see if this works. This could be better.
Just do it. Nothing is impossible.
105 months of Monk.
That's much better. That is much better. I'm going to do one more test. One more test. I want to test this. That could be a little bit louder. And we're going to test one more time. I just want to lower the just do it a little bit, and then we'll play the game. I just crashed, by the way, 15 minutes into the stream. I haven't crashed all week.
105 months of Monk.
I crashed 15 minutes into the stream, and we just passed the second 15-minute mark, and I haven't crashed again. If I crash again, I'm probably gonna spend the rest of the night trying to diagnose what the fuck is going on with my PC. It's not good. I'm not happy about it. Oh god. Oh, that's not the move. What the fuck? It would be nice if there was enemy health bars. I have no idea if I'm even like hurting these guys or how much damage the different moves are doing. It might be the game, but the problem... I'd have to check the crash report thing and see what the error code is. And I don't want to do it right now, because I can't remember how to do it. And I'd have to like Google it and fuck around and shit. Right? But it was the same type of crash. It felt the same. The screen went black. The audio continued to play. All the fans on my PC kicked up to turbo mode. I don't think it's RAM. I don't think it's CPU. Ooh, wow. I'm still taking hits even though I'm doing these big AoE clobbers. I think that it's a GPU thing, but I don't think it's hardware. I think it's like... I think it's the software causing a hardware issue. The last crashes that I got were all to do with mismatched frame rates and trouble with NVIDIA G-Sync switching between different frame rates. And it was addressed in the patch for 595.71. 595.71 was the drivers that they released that stopped the fans from spinning on people's graphics cards, right? That was that one. And then they released a patch, and the patch was causing people to have the issue that I'm having, where the frame rates, if the frame rates were of two different apps were conflicting, it was like causing lags, black screens, and then full black screen crashes, like momentary black screens and then black screen crashes. I installed the hotfix drivers, right, which was the ones that had the black screen crash, and guess what I got? I got the black screen crashes. So I went back to the ones from January 27th, which is 591.86. I have it on my desktop, and because I'm playing this in a window, I can actually read it right now. That's the funny thing about this. I can see my desktop around the edges of the game. And I really, like, if I check the crash thing and that's what it is, I don't know what I'll do. It was crashing with another windowed game, which was MONKE, right? MONKE runs in Unity. This runs in Unreal. So there's that. It could be something to do with windowed games. A lot of games are borderless windowed though nowadays, and that's the way that you're told to play games in Windows 11, and it's the way that you're told to play games for OBS. You're told nowadays to just stream them in a borderless windowed. That's the move. Windows 10, it was always borderless, it was always full screen, right? Ah. I mean, fingers crossed it just doesn't happen so often. And fingers crossed that they release some new drivers at some point. But why should I even be having issues? I have an X870 MSI motherboard, right? I have Corsair RAM. I have a 9800X3D, which is like probably the most common CPU to be paired with my GPU. There really should be no reason why I should be having any issues. It's not like I'm running like some really low-end CPU that maybe like people with 5080s don't run with the 5080. It's not like I'm running some really like bad RAM or like anything, right? Yeah, I think this game's 8 hours long in total, but it could be longer depending on how many bad saves we get, right? Because we can save at any time. We can save any time. I didn't know that. There's a pop-up here I need to read. Sometimes running and jumping is not enough. There will be certain distances you will need to use the full strength of your legs. To do a leap, hold down left trigger and then hold down A. This will be able to see a trajectory marker. Oh! I would never have worked that out. If I'd discovered that on my own, I could have saved the last like 10 minutes. I could have saved the last 10 minutes. Oh, I didn't mean because you're running a fucking old motherboard. I mean, I was running a 7-year-old motherboard until I got this one. I was running a... Oh god, was it a B650? Was I running a B650 for, I don't know what I was running. Can I jump to the plants? You can! That's cool. Yeah, it's the type of jump you get in a game that doesn't typically have a jump, right? Like, it's a game... If a game doesn't have a jump button, and then you have to, like, do some special fucking input. I just mean that, like... It's that thing that I keep saying. I'm not, like, trying to fucking flex or anything when I'm saying it, but I mean, like, if I'm running what is considered a high-end gaming PC with parts that are, like, off-the-shelf, good quality parts that are all, like, qualified vendors list bullshit, I shouldn't have these issues. I think it is fucking the drivers. I think it is. I think the drivers are fucked, and I'm mad about it. That's it. I'm mad about it. What did I do for the trajectory thing here? Do I jump up there? That's not even much more than I'm already jumping. What the fuck? Hold on, hold on. Alright, I am going that way. That's where I need to go. Hold on. How do I do this? Ah. Okay. Throw a rock. Many times you'll need to use a ranged attack. Hold to throw a rock. I think I discovered that already. I already worked out the throw a rock tech. Alright, they're dead. Why are my hands and feet blue? You can't just ask people why they're blue. That's not... It's not something you can do. You can't just ask people. By the way, if you release left trigger, it stops the jump from jumping. Yeah, he's a big fan of Eiffel 65, you know? He wouldn't ask you why you're anything. He's not prejudiced. Were you asking your question with prejudice or genuine monkey curiosity? That's what I need to know to see if I can answer it or not. Oh my god. I think I can grab him. No? Oh, he's dead. Oh my days. I know I'm still talking about this, but the crash thing that I typed in last time was more helpful than the regular one. The regular thing, and I can't remember what it was. I'd have to Google it again. But it was like something you type in into the CMD command prompt thing, and then it pops up like this window. And it was much more informative than the one you used to get in Windows 10. Or maybe it was in Windows 10, I just never used it. Oh wait, what? I don't know what it just said. I didn't read it again. It said something about left trigger and A. Oh, wow. Oh, God. What's the block button? Let me out. Let me out. Uh-oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I got monkeyed. Oh, use the jump in combat to stun them? When you launch, it looks like it does something. Like when you launch in the air. Where the fuck am I? Alright, I'm going the right way. We'll get to see the pop-up again anyway. There was music at the beginning. There was also voice acting and facial animation, and it looked like it wasn't going to be too bad. Alright, I can already do that. I know how to do the jump slam. Cool, cool. Like, if that's a village, and that's a villager's hut, I am a big monkey, but that means that everything else on the island is big, which I guess is the point of the game, right? Everything's big. But there's, like, no sense of scale. These trees would be fucking ginormous. And I don't know. There's no sense of scale. It just feels weird. Like, that's my big complaint about the graphics. The rain's nice. We got nice rain going on. Monkey, monkey. Says there's collectibles as well. I haven't found a single collectible. I don't think there's collectibles in this area. Oh, that's my husband and my baby. Oh, look, she's sad. Oh no. Oh no! He's dead. Oh no, look at this sad baby monkey. Why is there even a button to hold to skip? Who's gonna skip that? When you see this light... What light? Oh, that light. You can use Kong's shoulder check skill to interrupt and stun your enemies for a brief window of time. Shoulder check? Oh, it's Dark Souls now. Oh fuck, it's... Alright, he just did the same bite attack twice. The first time we could just shoulder checked it, and the second time we couldn't. God, this is worse than Sekiro. I mean worse as in... It's a worse game, not as in Sekiro's bad. I can't see! There's too much shrubbery! I can't see! Oh! My controls! When I was running towards it, I pressed left bumper, and then it started running away from it when I held, like... When I held the same direction down. It changed directions. There we go. Got a lot of health. Yeah, it did it again. It did it again. It kept the direction I was pressing held down, but it went in a different direction entirely. It didn't go. I don't even know how to. That didn't stun anything. Can't see. Yeah, the controls when you're locked on are so fucking bad. Oh my god. I don't think I'm beating this game. I don't think I'm beating this game. I don't think it's happening. It's not happening. There's no way. I can't do this. This is insane. You really need the monkey power to do any damage to him. Why is the audio so bad? Oh my god. Somebody could have just fixed that audio. Wait, you're meant to lose? Is it a scripted loss? Or did I just kill both the monkey's parents? It is the worst game of the year, Camerix. You're right. But look, there's animation. I think you're meant to lose, right? There's no way. Maybe if you beat it, you get a good ending. When the monkey still has a mother. Oh, look at the monkey. That poor baby monkey.
Survivors of the Kongs had perished against the fury of Gaul, except for a small infant.
Alright, I don't feel so bad about losing now.
Will or destiny. The last of the Kongs had survived, thanks to his parents'
Have you played this, Camerix?
and his own perseverance.
I bet you have. I bet you've platinumed it.
But that was not enough. Kong yearned for vengeance.
Ooh.
He wanted to take the life of the monster that took away his family.
Damn. It's one of these games that, I mean, me and Grummeldunk talked about it a lot. I don't know why they released with such a high price.
Could not fight.
I think they should have released with less of a high price and made more money.
He could not do anything but grow in the middle of the island's dangers. Kong was alone now.
Aww. Poor monkey. Hopefully he controls better than the mum did, but I'm assuming they're the same.
To overcome the constant fear of larger, more powerful, hungrier beasts in order to survive.
There's a breeding minigame in Gollum? What the fuck are you talking about?
The memories.
Are we playing it?
Desire
I think we're playing it.
Revenge gave him a reason to stand tall.
I didn't know this.
For the day he could face God with the strength to defeat her.
So Gau's a female? Cool. I don't think it matters, but I just found it interesting that they gendered the dinosaur. Look at his eyebrows. He looks so dumb. I have a movie poster on my wall behind me for the Kong Skull Island movie, the Jordan Vogt Roberts movie. And the movie's better than this. He looks so stupid. At least he's less blue than his mum, I think. Is he better in any way? He just looks the same. Oh, wow. Look at the fucking popping. Oh my god. Look at that texture on the left. What the fuck is that? Are you guys seeing this shit? What the fuck is that? I have never seen a game. What the? Okay. I want you guys never in your fucking life. Do you know why that could be? Maybe not. There was a guy, I told this story a couple of days ago. There was a guy making a game in Unreal Engine, and he based his scale in the game off of a dog model that he imported. And then his shadows were fucking up. His shadows, like, draw distance. You see, like, the distance out from the cliffs? The draw distance of the shadows was shorter than normal, and he had all these weird, like, pop-in things like that, right? That shouldn't have been happening. His dog model was 2 meters tall. He'd made every single thing in his Unreal Engine game 4 times bigger than it should have been. And instead of a person being, like, you know, 2 meters tall, his dog is 2 meters tall. His people were, like, fucking 8 meters tall, and it was fucking up everything. All of the settings for, like, rendering the grass, all the shader things, everything was fucking up. Do you think they goofed this one? And instead of making Kong, like, you know, 3 meters tall or wherever he should be, they've made him, like, 30 meters tall? By the way, I'm using like 20% of my graphics card for this game, and I have not spun my fans once. My GPU is 47 degrees Celsius, and it's not risen once. Alright, let's kill these crabs. You gotta take care of your crab problem. Oh my god. Oh, do we not have a slam attack? We don't have the slam attack like his mother did. We don't have the big jump either. Why do these crabs have like 9 million health? What the fuck is going on? He doesn't have a slam. Look, I'm like hammering it. I don't get it. Did they just headbutt each other? I also don't have my hand clap, do I? Oh, I do. I got my hand clap. Never mind. How did you cover this game without playing it, by the way? Did you just like you gotta experience this for yourself? I would assume, right? You gotta have experienced this at some point. Oh my god. I don't know. It's 8 hours long. We've already played 45 minutes, but I think I'm only 15 minutes into the game because I've fucked up so much. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save a lot because I don't want to crash again. I keep trying to use the moves that the mother had, and he doesn't have them. I love how all the enemies do the exact same stiff animation when they run at you. So if there's like a group of 3, like their animations are just identical. There's no nuance to it at all. Oh fuck, another crab. There's more of them? What the fuck is going on here? I'm getting wrecked. I also don't have my monkey power yet. I'm gonna die. There's no fucking reticle to know where you're gonna throw the bitch. Oh god, the fucking heartbeat. Oh, there's more. Alright, we're running through. We're running through. I'm not dealing with this. I'm gonna Dark Souls this. Hopefully we get a health flower up here. When do I get a bonfire? Real talk, I don't think this shader looks that bad. I think the purple like colors and whatever on the environment, I think the environment looks okay. Like the toon shader, the atmospheric perspective where distant things are faded, I think it all looks pretty cool. Like it has some nice pastel tones of like pastel blue, and I don't think it's that horrible. It's not offensive to the eyes at all. It's mostly the character model that I would say is bad. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god! Alright, this game could be good. You gotta have fun with it. You gotta have fun with it. That's what you gotta do. Roar will be able to use power to move enemies away during combat, but additionally you'll be able to use it to identify places of interest. More challenges will find you in Skull Island. Oh. He didn't need to use his big jump because he doesn't have it. He just jumped that, no problem. His jump seems to go further than the mother's does. Let's go to this one over here. It's telling me to go here, so I'm gonna go here. Ah, there's a yellow thing up there. Oh, fuck. Shit, this is too good. I'm having too much fun. There is such a thing. I think you probably could take the crab a pretty far distance, because it doesn't look like the throw itself does a lot of damage. But I don't think it's happening. Also, we're now... You know how they could have fixed this? They could have fixed this with like a little timer, and then if your health's been low for a certain amount of time, your health it fills back up a bit. Like a little thing that we've had since Halo, right? Since like, when was Halo? 2004? I can't get that, right? Even though it showed it as a point of interest, I don't think I can get that. I don't have the targeted jump thing. You could get to eat what you kill. That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. First Halo was 2001. Man, I'm old. Xbox One doesn't seem like 2001, but I guess you're right, because that is like PlayStation 2, right? PlayStation 2 is like Final Fantasy X, and Final Fantasy X was 2001. Yeah. Wow. I heard a thing the other day that we are now farther away from High School Musical than High School Musical was away from Grease. I knew I was gonna die. Gorillas are herbivores. They didn't want to be inaccurate that way. I am on an island shaped like a skull fighting dinosaurs. It didn't give me health? Wait, how do I... Oh, there. I got a baseball bat. This thing better do damage or I'm fucked. Is there no flowers for health anywhere? Oh my god. Alright, I want to hear no complaints about any new games ever from anyone. Because you've never played this. I want to hear, like, if you want to say, oh, Crimson Desert shadows look bad, me included, I said that. I'm never complaining again. I'm never complaining again. Actually, the shadows in this look nice. The shadows in this look nice. The only bad thing is that it only has free graphics settings. Oh, my GPU fan kicked on. My GPU fan kicked on for the first time. I think I'm going the wrong way. Use the roar skill to know where to go. I think I'm going the completely wrong way. I think I have to get back to the playground. I don't know. I have skill points? This game has skill points? What? Alright, it is back that way. We're not gonna listen though. I'm a monkey, I don't listen to anything. I'm not fighting that. I'm getting out of here. Oh my god, why do they fucking insist on having this heartbeat thing? Oh! Oh! Health! Maybe this is where the game picks up. Maybe this is where it opens up. You know, we start treating it like a Ubisoft game, like an open world game, and then it becomes good. Is there fall damage? Of course not. He's a monkey. There's no way that that's where I'm supposed to go. Hold the phone. I guess these paths both lead to the same area. We'll go this way. Doing the post, you killed the biblically accurate angel quest in... There's biblically accurate angels in Crimson Desert. I almost don't want to like say what I know about Crimson Desert because I feel like the stuff I know might be spoilers. Every time I see a video on TikTok, and this has been the first game that's been like this in a while, every time I see a video, it's somebody doing something different in an area that I've never seen. Like, you know how when a Spider-Man game comes out, people just like post, you know, maybe some funny dialogue. Maybe they post like a funny enemy getting killed or like zipping around the buildings and stuff like that, right? This game, Crimson Desert, is insane. Like, actual insane for the amount of wacky, weird stuff in it. What am I doing with this? He doesn't have the headbutt skill, so I can't crack it. Oh, it's just an environment thing. It was playing a noise, so I thought it was like real. You've rolled credits? You've left the first starting area? That's the other meme that I keep seeing. Is that nobody leaves the starting zone in the game. Or the first little hub. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna spoil some of the stuff that I've seen. I've seen a fucking robot in Crimson Desert. I've seen a robot and a guy like piloting the robot. The best thing I could describe it as is like some kind of Dragon Ball Z style Sandland robot. Really? Is there no, are you memeing that the quest unlocks character creator? Because that's the big thing that I heard people didn't like. They didn't like that you couldn't customize your character and then all you can do is tattoos and hair and beard, right? I didn't think the game was gonna have that type of fantasy where you could have like automatons and robots. That's a health flower, isn't it? No? Yep, it is. It's a health flower, but if I run too far back, it's not fucking there because of the pop-in. Oh wait, it is there, but if I'm moving, it's not. Are you seeing this shit? Are you fucking seeing this shit? Ooh, you can make your character male or female, orc or human. I wouldn't even be surprised if Crimson Desert, seriously, if like they release a DLC that just gives you completely bananas things that are not in the main game. It feels like that type of game. I heard Cole Carnage describe it as a broad game rather than a deep game, and what he meant was like, it's not a game where there's a linear depth to it. It's a lot more broad. There's a lot more open, like, excuse me, I burped and hiccuped at the same time. A lot more of like a sandbox, like, openness to it. Like, the other thing he said was, in a game like, say, he didn't say this exactly, but I'm like paraphrasing. In like an Ubisoft game, once you know how to deal with like an outpost or a challenge room or a certain type of, I don't know, shooting challenge or whatever, eventually you're just clearing the maps. You're clearing the map of all of those things, right? And they're all the same. Like if you think about like Metal Gear Solid 5, once you know how to deal with a guard outpost, you're essentially just repeating the same stuff on the guard outposts, and they're not that different from each other. But Crimson Desert seems to have a lot more widely varied stuff to do. Do I know how Black Desert handled trading goods? I think I do. I think I do know this. I didn't really follow Black Desert Online, but didn't they have like a mail system where the mail is actually transported between hubs? Like you could intercept a mail guy on the road that was delivering players' mail. Is that it? Is that the one? Or am I completely bullshitting? I just got a baby skull. What the fuck is a baby skull? I have 5 skill points. Throw rock is bigger and faster, grants armor. Shoulder check has a shorter recovery animation if it doesn't hit an enemy. Basic attacks and tackle damage up. Let's go with that. Huh? Oh, I have 4 skill points. I don't have 5. You can package goods, load up wagons, and travel to a selling hub. Based on where you go and how the market is, you can sell. You cannot portal with goods. Arcade did that too. Oh, so you can't fast travel with goods. Ah, I thought it was the one that had like a real world transporty thing. Dude, where the fuck am I supposed to go? It's showing like over there. Oh my god, you know what? I'm not gonna get frustrated. I'm just gonna keep playing until I work it out. It's literally giving me no guidance though. Check your current position on Skull Island, right? I'm in the playground. Use the roar to know where to go. I'm using the roar. Before the arrival of civilization on Skull Island, the Tagatu tribe lived separately between those known as the Tagu and the Atu. Their peaceful coexistence was affected by the faint flame of conflict that gripped the hearts of the tribes, but there was still something that allowed them to coexist through the battles and power they tried to control. The Kong. Why would... Okay. They were united by a common enemy? Is that what they're trying to say? I heard as well that if you plant the wagon in front of the people doing archery competitions, you can block them from hitting the target and easily win all the archery shit. I'm assuming that that's totally true, right? I've seen videos of it, but the videos just showed the setup for it. It didn't show it actually happening. That type of sandbox thinking is the type of stuff that people were doing in Skyrim, but it was more limited, right? Like people putting the pots on the heads of enemies. And then in games like Baldur's Gate, that type of thing is a lot more common. Alright, now it's not telling me where to go at all. Let me kill these guys and we'll see. It's not showing me where to... Oh, it is now. It is now. I really don't get this system, though. So if I move here where the roar thing was, and I roar... It's now telling me to go over there. Hold on! Hold on! Do you see in the distance, like between those two big rocks, how there's like a weird cloth thing that forms? Do you see that? I think that's where I'm going, right? I think it's not rendering the waypoint thing when I roar. I think I need to go closer to it. Like, it's making it go back there. I think it's this way. And it's just not rendering it properly. I'm gonna keep going this way and see what happens. I also heard there's a cool thing where you can take effects from weapons and put them onto other weapons. And... yeah, this is where you're meant to go. What the fuck? Music, by the way. So, even though there's like an infinite arrow thing in the game, this dude was able to get infinite arrows by putting a 60% infinite arrows and a 40% infinite arrows on the same bow, and it's additive, so he was able to get it earlier than he was supposed to. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Like, I thought that was pretty sick. God, they're all coming at me at the same time. God, this is fucking tedious. Is this a boss, by the way, or is this just like a big enemy? Fuck, it didn't go in the right direction. Fucking hell, this is bad. The camera's so, like... it's in such a bad position as well. God. I think you're better fighting like this. His hitbox extends out his fucking ass? I'm dead. I'm too far away. Fucking heartbeat sound. Oh my god. I meant to say as well, I had a look at the game files because I wanted to see if there was a config or an ini file. So that I could get it working in 1440p. And you know what I found? When it shows you a move, those moves are little like MP4 files that are in the game's files. And there's also some MP4 files of the a Japanese orchestra playing the soundtrack to the movie or something, like, just very strange. It's not telling me where to go at all. We do have skill points though now, right? Let's get this basic one. Savagery meter fills up faster, and Kong can do a lifesteal from enemies. Can do a lifesteal. This game wasn't made by native English speakers though, right? I don't want to meme them too hard for bad English. But in a way, maybe ChatGPT could have helped them out. Because some of the original, like, some of the opening dialogues were bad. And some of the, like, the skill wording was poorly worded. Like, just the word order was slightly wrong. Bowl of food. I saw a guy in Crimson Desert who had a sword, and on like the second attack it makes these light projectiles, like these yellow white projectiles, and on like the third attack it makes these purple orb things, and he had no idea it was going to stack, and it did. You need to learn heavy attack to destroy the debris. I don't have that yet, so we're out here, I guess. So his sword attacks are like insane projectile volleys now. It's just that type of like creativity and stuff is, again, is something that I don't think I've seen in a lot of games. I think games are a little bit afraid sometimes of giving you all those sandbox tools in case there's like some combination that makes the game super easy. I've even heard that the devs don't give a fuck. Because it is a single player game, there was some glitch thing that they've made easier. Like they made some type of weird glitch thing easier so that like you could do it more consistently. I think it's something to do with height movement tech. I don't know. I'm talking a lot about a game that I haven't played, but I'll probably play it eventually. I think the longer you wait for it, the better the game is going to be. Oh, there's a flower here as well. It's now telling me to go back to these areas that I've already done. Because it did say that when you use the roar it highlights points of interest. It didn't say that doing it showed you where to go in the story. It said highlights points of interest. Petrifying targets. That's like better than stun. Right? Typically in games, petrification means that you could do like some type of brittle damage to them. There's a character in League of Legends called Ornn, and he applies a thing called brittle to enemies, and I think it's one of the worst things in the game. It basically doesn't even really reward you that much for setting it up. It's so bad. I've seen the jetpack as well. That was one of the other things that I wasn't gonna say. But if you've seen it, you've seen it, right? People were saying that the glider in the game, the like basic feather glider is... Oh, I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck. They were saying the feather glider in the game isn't really meant for long distances, but some people are like, it should be. Why isn't it? I think there's so much other movement tech in the game, with stuff like the jetpack and a fucking robot, horses. I think it's fine, but again, I've never played it. Like in Far Cry 5? What was the last Far Cry I played? Not 6, right? 5? Far Cry 6 is the one with Giancarlo Esposito, and I haven't played that yet. I think reloading your save respawns the health flowers. I don't know why I'm going up here. It just seemed like a tree root that stood out. Why am I doing this? I'm like a horse in Skyrim. If I had that targeted jump thing, I could probably get up there, but I don't have it. Alright, I'm completely fucking stuck. I'm about to look up on my phone where the fuck to go. I have no idea. It says to roar to find out where to go. It's telling me to go over here, right? If we look at the map, we've been here. I don't know where I need to go. Am I trying to get down to the bottom right? To the Gidgis Dunes or the Rumbling Road? Because we're blocked. We can't knock down... In the playground on the right hand side where the big circle is, that's where we fought the crabs, and we can't break down that area. So the only area we could go to is through the loop that I'm pointing at, or up and over the Avian Passage. Maybe we go up and over the Avian Passage? I feel like DSP, but then I don't think it's my fault. I don't think it's my fault that I don't know where to go in this game. I feel like it is genuinely, like, it's baffling that it's telling me to go there. It's telling me to go to those two positions, and there's literally nothing there. Like, I don't see anything. Let's go this way. I feel like this is a worthy use of my time. There was enemies there that I ran past, right? Maybe I have to kill them to trigger something, or... Yeah, so there's nothing down there. It's hard to tell because of the... What's it called? Like the view distance or whatever? Alright, that's telling me about picking up objects. So this is like new stuff, right? But then when I saved and respawned here, the enemies disappeared. Oh wow, that does a shitload of damage. I like the jungle music. Is that it? Is that all the jungle music I get? Fuck off. It doesn't cost you any money to keep the jungle music playing a little bit longer. Oh my god. Donk donk donk. I'll do my own music. Donk donk donk. Donk donk donk. Oh, it's back. I got an achievement for something. I don't know what it was. Ah, there's ruins here. There's also a health flower noise, but there's no health flower. There it is. And we're now in a cave. Oh, how the fuck did I do that? How the fuck did I do that? Come here, bitch. You said you had a... Do you have a 4070? Kimrex? I can't remember which GPU you said you had. Are you getting decent frame rate on it? Like, is it running well? And like, I watched a tiny little bit of your stream, and it looked to be running perfectly fine. 3080? And it's running fine. It's running well enough. Oh, these things are gross. What up, Turtle? The new Donkey Kong does look sick. It's a great game. You got worms. You got crabs. Oh, look at that! Right, unironically, I played this game called Scars Above a couple of days ago, and it had enemies that went under the... Oh, oh, I'm back! I'm back! I'm back. It had enemies that went under the ground, but it didn't show a trail for where they were going to reappear. It just showed like a very small particle effect for where they were going to pop back up. Very simple, like, AA game. Very basic game. You got a 4070 Ti Super? That's a fucking good card, though. That's a really good card. Is that the 16 gig of RAM one? I remember you saying you had an Nvidia card, but you tell me more about your AMD stuff normally. I feel like most of your stuff is AMD, right? You got 2 good AMD cards, I think. I forget what you say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do pay attention. The 4070 is a good card as well. Like, I know how good my 3070 is, and I know that when I look at the release, when I look at the requirements of games, there are still a lot of games that say 3070 that came out like this year. Ah, nothing but trouble with AMDs to talk about them more. Makes sense. It is true though, right? Like, you're mostly trying to play with Linux on your AMD cards because Nvidia have issues with because Nvidia cards have issues with Linux or vice versa, you mostly talk about the AMD stuff because that's what you're trying to get to run, right? Because if you try to get the Nvidia, you're always going to have issues. Oh, there's an achievement for throwing an enemy at a flying enemy. We could get it here. I gotta be tactical though. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta do this properly. Fuck. Move. Get out here. I gotta kill, like, maybe 2 of the flying things and 1 of the ground things so that I have a chance at this. Hold on, maybe I can throw a flying enemy at another flying enemy. You'll hear the donk if I get it. Fuck. Fuck! There's no reticle. Okay? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Alright, how did that not count? I'm dead. I got my Kong heartbeat going. Oh god, we're gonna be listening to this until I find a flower. I also might already have the achievement. Even though that's the first flying enemies that I've really seen, there was an achievement that I got earlier for throwing something. Hold on. Let me pause and check. Let me check my Chiefs. How do I check my Chiefs? Kill a creature with another creature is the one that I got. Oh, maybe you have to kill a flying creature with another creature. Hold on. Let me see. There are 2 achievements that have different names but the same requirement, and the people who have got the achievement is a different percentage. One's called the Fighter, and it says, make Kong the best fighter by unlocking all of his skills. 17% of people have it. The other one's called the Skillful, make Kong the best fighter by unlocking all of his skills. And it's 16% of people that have it. What are we doing here? Kill a flying enemy with a rock is an achievement. Ah, there's no kill a flying enemy with an enemy. It's kill a flying enemy with a rock. How do they both have... Hold on. Let's look at the skills. Are the trees called anything? Kong general properties. This one's called... This one's called... And this one's called... And this one's... Alright. That's pretty clear to me. Where's the fucking flower? I'm not listening to this heartbeat for much longer. I was actually watching a streamer the other day in my living room, and because I got a sound bar for the TV recently, I'm not used to having like that much bass in the living room, and it's a pretty echoey room. So they had a heartbeat sound effect playing in a game, and it was really, 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 really bassy and super, super egregious. Like, it was really bad. Yeah, he's a big monkey. You'd think his heartbeat would be pretty fast. You're right. Which way are we going here? Did we learn the headbutt skill? No. You're meant to use this roar, and it shows white lightning bolts where you're supposed to go. But because of the render distance being the way it is, I mean, look in the distance, right? Come on. Because of this shitty render distance, you can't fucking see if there's lightning or not. There we go. Would it be nice to have seen that, like, fucking 80 meters away? I'm so glad I haven't crashed again tonight. I don't want to jinx it, but it's been an hour and 15 minutes. I feel like it's not going to happen. I feel like whatever it was is over, and I'm happy. This is jumping back down to where we were. Do we want to do that? Because we're going to need to come all the way back here if this is the wrong way. It's telling us to go both ways. Hold on. Maybe it's telling us to go both ways because both ways get us to where we need to go. Maybe that's my issue. Ah. Say like you were in your house, right? And your mission was to get to the airport. If you roared in your living room, it would show 2 locations to have multiple objectives. I don't have objectives. It says use the roar skill to know where to go. The Waterfalls Valley. Check your current position using the map. Yeah, I don't have objectives. If you look where it says the playground, to the right of that, there's a circle. It's a green circle with like a blue circle inside it. To the south of that is a big barrier that I need to break. So, I either need to work my way around to the east through all like the nesting zone, rumbling road, and break it from the other side. Do you think that's what it is? Or I need to learn the skill to break that wall. It's a skill that we had during the tutorial, but in the tutorial you play as Kong's mom and not actually Kong. I am gonna go with what I just said. I think that makes sense. Right? I think that makes a lot of sense, and I think we're going not the wrong way, but we're going not the right way. Right? I think that makes a lot of sense. Because it was telling me to go either one of these 2 ways. We could have went left or right. I think going left is the way. Dude, this pop-in is horrible. It's weird. It like morphs the landscape. I guess maybe other games do that as well, but it like morphs the landscape into something that it wasn't a minute ago. This is definitely the right way. Yup. This is it. Fight and clear the zone. Gotta kill these chickens. Let me get my baseball bat. Oh, where'd my bat go? fuck? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I'm dead. There's no way I'm fucking surviving this shit. Try again. On no health. Maybe if my bat is still here. Maybe I keep the bat for the... Oh fuck, my health... What the fuck? Oh, it's the same button for pick up the bat and pick up an enemy. Oh my god. Oh my god. By the way, there's an achievement for beating the final boss of the game without using any skills. And I don't know what it means by not using any skills. Like, does it mean with no skill points, as in never level up your skills through the whole game? I don't know what it means. I'd like... I doubt there's a tutorial on how to do it, but I genuinely don't know what it means. Because the headbutt's a skill, and you're gonna get that at some point. Does it mean, like, not use the headbutt? What does it mean? What up, Lutacor? Oh! Fighting chocobos? Or they're dinosaurs, clearly, right? They're clearly dinosaurs. I'm dead. He comes back. He's not even stunned. I'm dead again. I'm dead. This is GG. I'm making these dinos into dino nuggets. That's right. This is impossible. I have no health. Fucking hell. I don't know what to do here, dude. I got no health. This is a nightmare. Oh my god. Alright, what if we go to, instead of try again, what if we go to load game? And we load before we're here. Movement got them? I mean, I could try. The thing is, when you reload the game, it respawns all of the health items. But I don't know where the health items are. I think there was one over here. There's one here. Right? And I think there's one down here where there's no enemies as well. Really interesting thing that it did. It plays a sound from the health items, right? Like the flower sound. But it also plays a very similar sound when you're in the caves. And there's no health items. I don't think there is one here. Was there one here? Am I making it up? I think there was. Nah, there's not. Alright, let's just try with this amount of health. This is at least more than we had. I'll make a save and everything. I could go back to where that health is and save and then load and see if the health comes back. Because that's my theory. I think it does. I think it does. Whee! Alright. Save game. Then load the save. Yep. Name another game that does that. Because I don't even think games on PlayStation 2 did that. I know I just skipped a cutscene, but just forgive me, okay? Also, don't these things spawn closer to you if you die on the fight? They were further away and gave me more time to pick up the weapon this time, right? The weapon makes this one hit on these guys. Oh, fuck. Alright, I dodged the big guy. We're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, right, listen. When you're locked onto an enemy, and you're running towards him, he's on the top of the screen, you're on the bottom, and you're holding up, okay? If you dash towards him, it flips where you're gonna go if you continue to hold up. You now start walking towards the camera. So, like, I'll do it and show you. If I do this, I'm now walking towards the camera. See, because I crossed behind him. No other game has ever done that with me. I've never seen that happen in another game, ever. He's dead. Kong looks tiny. Yes! Yes! You're totally right. You're totally right. There's something about the scale. I don't know if it's like maybe the texture resolution isn't high enough for it to look like he's big, but he doesn't look like a big Kong, right? He looks like a little guy. Got him. You have earned 1 skill points. 1 skill points. What the fuck? What is this? What is this? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Unironically, if they'd given him a funny hat and called him Kid Kong, I think the game would be better. Oh wait, I gotta save. It did save, but look at the saves. You get 4 auto saves and you get 1 main save. But you get free save slots, so if you wanted to do another playthrough where you played with a different playstyle, you are able to do that. I should be on the Avian Pass, right? Yeah, coming around to Nesting Heights. So I think this is the way to go. You've really got to work that out on your own, though. It doesn't tell you anything. Dude, I'm not even kidding. If you'd given me, like, if you'd given me a preview copy of this game, and... Oh, that was an enemy. I thought that was a rock. If you'd given me a preview copy of this game and, like, let the devs listen to my opinion on this, I think I could have fixed this game. I think I could have fixed this game for them. I genuinely do. I'm not memeing, I'm not trying to make a joke. I think I could have fixed it. I'm trying to get an achievement for killing a flying enemy with a rock. I got it! I got it! I got it, boys! We did it! Oh! The noise! The noise! Yeah, he is. You see villages in this game, and he is bigger than the villages, but he also comes from an island that's meant to be prehistoric where everything's really big. So he's big and everything else is big. So he kind of loses his bigness, right? Like, if he was in a city where you could see cars and people, he would be big. But because he's in, like, this land, it's like he's not, right? Like, that's... I'm not trying to justify it. I think it's a misstep. I think they fucked up by having, like... You know, like, why are these rocks so big? Rocks aren't this big everywhere. They're medium-sized and small rocks. But the game doesn't have that level of quality, right? He wasn't an ugly baby earlier. He was cute. He was a little monkey. He was monkeying around. Where did it go? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a big crab again. Yeah, he's normal size because he's on Big Island. That's like the fucking... This is what I mean though. This is the type of shit where I would have been like, okay, instead of having like 1 or 2 big fucking gigantic trees, because this tree's like bigger than the fucking Empire State Building, right? Instead of having that, have some normal size fucking trees. I suppose that's what these bushes are. Technically these bushes are like big trees. Like huge trees. Bigger than like tall oaks. I don't know. I'm not complaining about it. I just feel like it's like, you know, you could have phoned me. I could offer my services. I could be like Rick Rubin. Do you guys know who Rick Rubin is? Rick Rubin doesn't have any degree, any technical expertise. He just like goes on vibes and he is confident in his taste. That's how he describes himself. He'll help you out with your stuff because he's confident in what he likes and doesn't like. And if you can appease him, you can appease anybody. That's what I should be. Send me your shitty game, and I will make it better. Is Rick Rubin my rap name? No. I wish it was. I guess I just feel like King Kong games should make the player feel like their character is enormous. Yes! Yes! Even like the size that he is on screen, he doesn't feel big, right? Like he feels minuscule on the screen. I'm trying to bait him into getting the shiny star on him so he goes into stun mode. Oh, I dashed the wrong way because of the controls. I dashed the right way and it didn't hit. Man, this game's fucking difficult. I think it is difficult. I think it's a difficult game. It's like a Dark Souls game. The camera lock-on's fucking me though. I'm gonna stop locking on with the camera. It's fucking me so much. Oh! Where the fuck am I? No. Alright, never mind, never mind. I'm not that far away. I thought I was all the way back in the other green area. Yeah, this game inspired Elden Ring. That's how, like, when you look up, you can see a tree. Just like in Elden Ring. Big facts. And the way that the Tarnished can see where to go, that was inspired by Kong's roar thing, where he can see where to go. They were like, we're stealing that. This is a really strong thing, by the way. Like, this does the same damage as 2 melee attacks, like basic ones. And maybe even a little bit more. So this crab probably has, like, no health left. Have I stunned him into, like, oblivion here? Hold on. I think I've stunned him into oblivion. I think I've confused him. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Let me get him into a wall so he doesn't move when I hit him. It looked like he was gonna mount him there for a second. Oh my god. Yeah, Elden Ring had trees because they saw the trees in this game and they were like, we like trees. I don't fucking think so. Oh my god. Oh wow, that was kind of brutal. Is he alive? Was he alive for a second? Oh yeah, real talk, this game does have something that Dark Souls has, and I'm not making this up. I'm really not trying to make a joke here. I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller, and if I line up the camera just right and I hold forward, you'll see how the character's head shifts and shimmers? Do you see that? Like he shudders his head? and his shoulders. That's also a glitch that I get in Dark Souls 2. So if I run this way, his head doesn't do that, right? But if I run straight forward, if I line up the camera just right, do you see it? Like his head goes. Look, you can kind of see it there. It happens in Dark Souls 2. You have to walk like slightly off axis with the direction the camera's pointing. Destroy all the nests. Bum 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 bum. I like the music when you get music. The music's not bad. Oh no, am I getting good at the game? Oh no, I'm getting good at the game. There's nothing worse than feeling like you're getting good at a bad game. There's nothing worse. I talked about this once before and I always get the story wrong. But people at EVO, the fighting game tournament, they make fun of people that are good at bad games. So you could win the Dead or Alive 7 tournament and people will make fun of you for being so good at Dead or Alive. It's like not good to be... Wait, are they gonna infinitely respawn? Hold on. Let me listen to what it's saying and actually do what it says. It's telling me to destroy the nests. So let's go destroy the nests. Bum bum bum. I'm assuming there's a nest up here. There's nothing up here. You have to just kill the enemies. Yeah, it feels really bad to be good at a bad game. It does. It does. Like, it gives you that need to finish it 100%. Because it's like, well, now I don't have an excuse, right? Now I don't have an excuse to say the controls are bad because I've gotten so used to the bad controls. For example, if you dash and then you stop and then hit, you don't do the run. And it makes him a lot more effective. What I was doing before was dashing and then doing that, and it was doing the roll. But if you stop, you get in some melee attacks for free. Like, look, I haven't even really taken a hit here. I think they're just gonna constantly spawn. I think I'm missing something. What am I missing? Where's the nests? Where are the nests? Are they around and to the left? What the fuck? There's hundreds of them! I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. What the fuck does it mean destroy the nests? I'm destroying the things that come from the nests. I'm gonna go back up and see if there's anything I missed. They're blocking me. They're ladder blocking me. Oh, there is. There is. There is. There's a nest. To destroy the nests, just use your heavy attack with Y. Well, where the fuck are you going? Alright. See you later. See you later. Why do the worm enemies look so much higher quality than every other enemy in the game? It's like they have a higher texture resolution and they have like better physics or whatever. Not physics, but animation. We were up there and we jumped down here. Let's use our roar to find out where to go. And it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't even really damage the enemy that you throw. The enemy that you throw, you'd expect to take a fair amount of damage. It probably does the same as like one melee hit, like one basic attack. It's not a lot. Oh, that's a collectible. We got the flying skull. Let's have a look at the collectible. Wow. Oh, it's the frill from one of the dinosaurs. A huge pterosaur skull. I mean, it's not. Unlike smaller pterosaurs, which prefer to attack in constantly moving groups, always avoiding danger as they attack, the large pterosaurs live in solitude, fending for themselves to kill more powerful beasts on their way. Alright. Let's go this way. This feels like I'm going the right way. It has a feeling of going somewhere. Yep. Fight and clear the zone. They're like in their corner. Crab rave. I've got a story about crab rave. I was at my nephew's house, and he's 9. He's 9 years old. He was playing Fortnite, and I was like standing behind him watching him play Fortnite on his PlayStation. And he was talking to his friends in like a group chat, right? And it was playing Crab Rave in the background. And I said out loud, like I said, "Is that playing Crab Rave? Is Crab Rave in Fortnite?" And he says, "Yes, Crab Rave is in Fortnite." And one of his friends, who's also 9, on voice chat said, How does his dad know Crab Rave?" And I was like, oh my god. When Crab Rave came out, they were 1. They were 1 years old when Crab Rave came out. They're asking how I know it? And also him thinking that I was, the dad was funny. But like, Crab Rave came out when you were 1 year old. What the fuck is this enemy doing? What? Okay. Crab was like stuck to me. Where are you going now? What the fuck? Fight me. Man, it's so funny. How do you know Crab Rave? Come on, man. Come on. I felt super unk. I really did. I felt fucking ancient. I was like, what the fuck do you mean? How do I know it? How do you know it? You were like in the womb. You were listening to Baby Shark when Crab Rave came out. How do you know it? You know, it'd be really cool if you could jump and then dash in the air. So this like shoulder dash, if you could jump and dash, it would feel like a fucking... It would feel like a Nintendo game. That's the only thing I can think of. It would feel like a Nintendo game. Alright, I'm either going to the left or I'm going to the right here. I think I'm gonna go with the right. The right looks like it's a thing. Yeah, I gotta show them that baby. Remember that baby that dances? The 3D one that was on like Ally McBeal? You remember that? The GIF that people used to email to each other? I'll show them that. That's even before my generation, technically. I didn't do Outlook Express or whatever the fuck people were using back then. I'm gonna group them up before I hit them. You know what? That dancing baby gif was probably it's probably related to Epstein in some way, right? Like it probably was. If you look deep enough in the files, you'll find that, and that's where it all started. That's where it all started for my boy. Not my boy, not my boy. I mean for him. Oh god, I almost called Epstein my boy. You know he's rebranded. He's now Palm Beach Pete. He's now He's now called Palm Beach Pete, and he lives in Palm Beach. Oh yeah, Freddy Fazbear is in the Epstein files. I know about that one. That one's interesting. That he was like looking up lore videos for Five Nights at Freddy's, and the YouTube channel tied to his email address. But there's a chance that that wasn't him though, because if somebody signed up for a YouTube account using Jeff Epstein's email address, and he clicked confirm email address, right, even though it wasn't him, there's a small chance that that could have been somebody using that email address, right? Like if I was to get your email address, or type it in by accident, and accidentally sign up for, say, Facebook, for example, and you clicked confirm email, I could be using your email on Facebook for years before. I don't know how that thing had low health. Maybe he was fighting the crabs. Yeah, this is the second island. Dude, when I found out that Jeff Epstein had a second island, I was like, holy fucking shit. He has Little St. James, and he has Greater St. James, I think is the name of the other one. I was like, no way, he has a second fucking island. He was applying for like planning permission or some shit to build stuff on it. Like some type of weird Bond villain. You don't know about the second island? Turtle doesn't know about the second island. Turtle doesn't know about the second island. Everybody point and laugh. He's not up to date on the 9 million Epstein files that exist. No, seriously, he has a small one called Little St. James and a big one called Greater St. James. They're very close to each other. They were sold to him as a bundle deal, I believe. I believe he bought them at the same time. But he didn't develop the bigger one. Did you know there's pictures? These are confirmed as not AI. There are pictures of a construction company doing the welding on the island to build the temple. You know, like the temple? Nice, we made that jump. I don't even know if we're going the right way, by the way. Yeah, so we might be going the right way here. I think that what we're gonna do is go to the Gidges Dunes, and then that should be us. We should be on the right way. We're looking for a skill that we had at the beginning of the game while playing as Kong's mother. It's a skill where you can charge up a headbutt in order to break vertical rubble. Like, break rubble walls. I just saw what Turtle said about being on the island, and I just... I don't think you were, and I hope you weren't, okay? I liked the jokes, though, when people first started talking about it, and, like, it first all came out, like, about 4 or 5 years ago. There was a guy who made a joke about maybe some people just went for the jet skiing. Because there maybe was. I don't know, you don't know. Maybe there were some celebrities that can't vacation in regular vacation spots, so maybe they went to his private island and they just did jet skiing. There was an American politician who brought his whole family, including his daughters, to it, and it looks like nothing actually happened with them. You know? Maybe they just had some fruit cocktail and enjoyed the weather. You don't think Stephen Hawking did much jet skiing? Maybe you don't know. Maybe it's like, you ever seen the movie The Prestige? I don't want to spoil it, but if you've seen the movie The Prestige, they talk about a Chinese magician, and the Chinese magician pretended to be like crippled his whole life, and he would walk with like a slow limp, but he was doing it to hide a bird cage between his legs. And that was part of his act, was like disappearing this bird cage, and it was between his legs the whole time. So maybe he was like just pretending, right? You never know. You know what's really funny? You can't libel dead people. So because Stephen Hawking's dead, you can literally say whatever you want and you can't be like sued by his estate or lawyers. It's impossible to libel dead people. You can literally say what you want within reason. Like obviously if you say some really wild shit, people will like say, why are you saying that wild shit? But I don't think anybody really cares much about Stephen Hawking now, right? I don't think we care. Alright, we got Giga Chicken, we got some crabs, and we got Baby Chicken. Do we have enough skill points to get a skill? We don't. This arena has health in it. They knew this was a tough fight, so they gave you health. By the way, using flowers for health is a reference to Resident Evil. And on this island, all the residents are evil. Where'd the other one go? He's over there, he's chilling. I can see him. Wrecked. Oh, did you guys see that Capcom released Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3? Like the originals on Steam? They waited until today to do it because if they released it yesterday, they were worried that people would think it was an April Fool's. Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, and Resident Evil 3 are all on it. They literally delayed it by a day because they didn't want Westerners thinking it was April Fool's. I think that's fucking great. I think that's actually great. Because, like, I sent it to Sandy because Sandy loves Resident Evil games, right? Like, he's a big Resident Evil and Silent Hill fan. Sandy's big games in my head are, like, Doom, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and then probably, like, Serious Sam or some type of boomer shooter, right? Like, that's Sandy to me. And when I linked him it, I was like... I had to tell him that part of the story. I was like, this isn't an April Fool's. Because it looks so dumb. These games are 30 years old. One of them's 30 years old, right? Use skill points. After an ascension, event, and boss fight, you will gain a certain amount of skill points. Press whatever that button is, and go to the skill tab to access the skill point tree. Here you can spend your skill points to upgrade Kong's skills. Beware that certain skills must be obtained and unlocked by defeating the bosses on Skull Island. Well... I already had the increased damage thing. Oh, that's a worm over here. There's 4 hits. 4 hits? That's a 1 hit, right? Yeah. We're getting a lot of health now. Oh fuck, I can see why it gives you health now. Oh my god! Help, 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 help. Get out of here, get out of here. Get out of here. There was a game called Marlow Briggs, and I thought it was going to be terrible, and it ended up being really good, and I don't know why this game is reminding me of it. I think it's the graphics. Marlow Briggs came out in like... I don't know, like it has to be at least over 17 years ago. It's genuinely fun. It has its jank moments, but it's a genuinely fun game. It's very similar to like a Devil May Cry or like an original... I don't want to say original Prince of Persia. I mean like the 3D Prince of Persia, like Sands of Time. Is there a boss fight coming up? Let me check the official Prima strategy guide. I'm inside the rock again. It's kind of fine because he resets his position in the animation. Oh, what? I think there is a boss. There's a something rumbling, and it's not just my walking. Look. Uh-oh. Was there a mask talking to you? Yes, I think Marlo Briggs has a mask that talks to you. I streamed it once. I did stream it once, and I think I encountered one glitch near the end that almost broke the game for me, but I think I did beat it on stream. I might even still have the videos on YouTube, but they could be privated. Alright, here we go. Boss time. Marlo Briggs regularly goes on sale for like $1. So a lot of people buy it. There was also a game, right? There was a game called A Good Snowman is Hard to Build. That's a penis. that's a that's a penis. It has gills. It's got like fish gills. There was a game called A Good Snowman is Hard to Build, and it has a really interesting price right now. They are selling it for whatever the temperature in London is. So if it's 9 degrees in London, you can get it for $9. If it's 11, you get it for 11. And obviously you want to buy it during winter, right? And if it's 0, you obviously get it for free. What am I meant to be doing here? Picking these up? Just beating my worm real quick. The white bar is my fucking combo. Look at this combo. Just squeezing my hog. Oh, I got stunned. I got stunned. No more hog squeezing. I think it's pretty cool though, right? They've adjusted every hour. The temperature will change. What am I meant to be doing? What is the intended... Ah! You go near the boulders and then his head hits the boulders. Alright, I don't know what you just did. Is he faster now? He just fucking helicopters his meat at me. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's helicoptering. How do I even deal with that? Right, the stun from the heavy attack doesn't stun him. Ah, okay. Okay, it's the same thing again. You just make him hit the rock. It didn't work that time. It's very difficult to work out which move he's gonna do, right? If he's gonna slam or he's gonna helicopter. You kind of just have to guess. Like, is that a slam? That's a slam. Oh my god! How did that do so much fucking damage? What the fuck? Alright, monkey dead. Yeah, if I stroke him too much, he's gonna start shooting. He's gonna start spitting. You know, I do have a move I haven't really been using. I've got a block move that I've not been using for pretty much the whole game. This is so bad. Fuck off. That's terrible. It's so bad, dude. It's just the game. It's just like what the fuck? How is he not hitting the rocks that time? I'm getting to do that big fuck off combo I did the first time. I think I'm getting lucky and he's helicoptering the rocks before his second phase. Like, he didn't helicopter once during his first phase last time. Alright, second phase, or what are you gonna do? He should have ran into them. What the fuck? Oh, he's already in his second phase, I think. No. Alright, I'm sorry for skipping the cutscene, but, you know. Needs must. We have infinite monkey stamina, right? Hold on, let me do a button check real quick. Where is the controls? We don't have Primal Rage. Oh, up is to access the map. You can quick access the map. I didn't even realize that. Alright, that's it. Yeah, I think the worm might have infinite stam. Like mine, right? My worm's got infinite stamina. Jesus Christ. He hit the worm, and he hit the rock, and he didn't stun. He hit the rock with his head, and he didn't stun himself. Look. It's like sometimes he, stuns himself, and sometimes he breaks the rock, and it doesn't do anything. Alright, that time he just went back under. He didn't even stun. It's almost like this game is poorly programmed or something, right? I'm enjoying it, though. It's good times. 10 out of 10 game. Fuck, I got comboed. He got comboed as well, so fuck him. Right, do your helicopter. No, okay, just depositing rocks for no reason. Right, helicopter. Slam. I'll back up. Maybe I'll get him to run into a rock here. Doesn't do anything. Just broke another rock with another rock, okay. Didn't hit that rock either. Yep, just broke some more rocks. Got him! He is actually spitting quite a lot. Oh my days. Great game. Great game so far. Loving it. He smells something. Yeah. Just a man beating his worm. What the fuck? Was there meant to be a cut? I don't know. I don't even want to say anything. Remember when this game came out and some of the cutscenes are just still images? I haven't run into that yet. Maybe that was maybe they patched it. I don't think they patched it. Maybe they did. Let's have a look. Where are we meant to be going here? We are... Oh, we're actually all the way down at the bottom of the map. I thought we were gonna go back to the playground through that big wall, but we don't have that action yet. We can buy one of these skill points. Primal Rage properties. Do we have Primal Rage now? Armor up during Primal Rage. Savagery meter will deplete slowly out of combat. Let's go with armor up during Primal Rage. I feel like the big thing in this game is survivability. We do have a Primal Rage meter now. It's building up. It's the grey picture of a monkey on the top left. That's the Primal Rage meter. Yeah. And that map button does work, but if you press it again, it doesn't close the map. Kinda strange. Level 2? Level 2. You know what? I said I was gonna stream less tonight. It's been 2 hours. I need to go take painkillers, and then I wanted to play Arc Raiders later tonight because I haven't played since last Wednesday. Oh god, a crab. I am gonna save the game after killing this crab. The cool thing is I could save and load and get full health from that flower. I think this is a good stopping off point, right? A new area, we don't know where to go, we haven't explored yet. The world is our oyster. I can see a collectible up there. Yeah. I think this is a good idea. Oh wow. When he roars, that weird shimmer on his body's odd. Also, because I crashed at the beginning of the stream. I crashed 50 minutes in, full PC crash. I want to go and look to see what that was. I think it's a driver issue again. I think it's the Nvidia drivers and just Nvidia being ass. And it's probably nothing I can fix, but I want to have a look and just see what it was. I got multiple reasons I want to go. So, I think I'll pick this up again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Big Friday. If I play a couple hours tomorrow and a couple hours on Saturday, then we can get on to a different game on Sunday. I'm probably either going to play Armored Core or Marvel Midnight Suns. I'm thinking Armored Core though. Alright, 07. Auf Wiedersehen. Thanks for watching. Good night. Good night.